Namaste and a very warm welcome to Leena's Cheese Table from Mishti Gourmet. Today, Mishti Gourmet has turned 5. To celebrate, let's talk about a very important aspect of cheese, that is storage. Cheese has its own personality, every cheese has one, but it also has a distinction of remembering its surrounding. I'll give you a personal example. I had made some chena sweets and left it at a place where nearby some wall painting was taking place. Can you imagine what happened to the chena sweet? It got all the odor and smell of paint. So whenever you have bought cheese, used some portion of it, make sure that rest of it is wrapped properly, either in butter paper, cheese paper, or even wax paper, and stored correctly in a place inside your refrigerator. We all know cheese has its own distinct personality. Something like a blue cheese. Now you can't leave blue cheese just like that. You need to wrap it up properly and store it in a container. Why? Because as other cheeses can collect the odor of the rest of the food products inside the fridge, distinct personality like blue cheese can give odor to the other food that is lying inside your refrigerator. So it is more like Gen Z. They're very happy doing their own thing in their own place. Sometimes cheese also needs a little privacy of its own. Now let's talk about moisture. We've all seen grapes and raisins. Grapes have a lot of moisture, whereas raisins have already dried. What is the distinct personality in these two? Grapes will spoil much faster than raisins. Same goes for cheese. Fresh cheese like mascarpone, ricotta, cream will need to be preserved far more carefully because they have high content of moisture. Whereas Parmesan is robust, you can go easy with it. That doesn't mean you leave Parmesan outside. No, you still refrigerate it and refrigerate it in a wrapped condition. Now, where should you store cheese? Inside your refrigerator. Cheese always needs its own space, and you can't really put one day in the door, another day in the upper shelf, one more day behind the milk. You should not be doing that. It's always best to keep cheese in a place where temperature is consistent and it can retain its own moisture nicely without getting spoiled. Now one more question comes. Can I freeze cheese? Yes, of course you can. But freezed cheese, after you bring it out and you thaw it, it might feel more dry and crumbly. What should you do if you've already freezed some pieces of cheese and it has already crumbled? The best solution will be to use it in cooking instead of throwing it away. The last point is salt. Salt is something which not only gives taste to cheese, it also gives its moisture balance and preservation to cheese. Now that doesn't make cheese immortal because salt is there. You still need to preserve it, but yes, salt takes care of moisture balance to a great extent. Now the last point which we would discuss is why get into so much of storage, etc. The best solution is, I understand 1 kilo cheese will be far more economical, but if you are able to only use it in time, Cheese is always used best in as fresh condition as possible. So, if you buy 1 kilo and use only half of it, rest goes into the dustbin, that doesn't make it economical anymore, isn't it? So, the smarter way will be to buy a smaller quantity, or the quantity that you actually require to cook at that time. I hope I have covered all aspects of storage. Till we come back and discuss another thing on Leena's Cheese Table. A very, very happy cheesy time.